gentlemen, not all heroes wear capes. I have to show you this before the show starts. I think you'll enjoy this. I'm trying. I better have it. Okay. Here we go. And a 1, 2, 3.
Thank you for answering my question. I don't know where to start. Your streams are great and funny personality. I didn't fucking start my Twitch channel to be commemorated on my fucking personality. I came here to be complimented on my boobs.
Yes!
And if you guys don't fucking start complimenting my body right now, that I am selling on the internet for views, this is my marketing plan. You guys have to fucking leave.
I don't blame her. That's absolutely.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.
Based in red pill.
Keep telling me to get me home,
to the
but
bone.
my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get
What
me
happened?
home, but my balls keep
I've always respected the hustle. Oh,
just let me go.
I mean, you know what the funny part is, though?
live
It's
from the
like-
heart of Europe. This is the most badass and the worst timing Trubisky could ever had. The fuck's the matter with you?
That's me. I ruined everything.
The fuck's the matter with you? What's happening, everybody? Got Busy Bash here, and the you know it goes in at a certain time. You know that, right?
What's that? Oh,
The introduction.
Yes. I figured. I honestly thought you would have cut it short that time. And like, yo, let's go.
No,
I thought wrong.
You thought wrong. Yeah. What's happening, everybody? A reason I pulled it back is I'm very tired. I expected to have an easy show yesterday. It went late. I have German homework. I want to complete it, and so what I decided to do is pull it back. So I go to bed at 11 o'clock, 11:30. That's the plan here.
Normal human times.
Yeah, I want to go, but no, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been really spending a lot of time in the paid chat afterwards, and I still plan to be doing that. I'm also we got member shows coming up, and I'm trying to book stuff, and I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and I even put out a video today. Oh, and Tommy's been home lately as well, so I need to go to bed at a normal time. So we pulled it back just this once, but keep in mind, daylight savings is on.
Yeah, I'm sure. I took him out at 2:30.
Yes. Yeah.
I took him out. My bad. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
who's that Irish kid that showed up?
Yeah, it's a great day.
Yeah. Just don't beat her when it's over, okay? Please.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. It could have been worse. We did have this Irish kid that we gave a chance. We can't find him anymore. He used to call himself the average Gatsby. He was Irish from Ireland, so he had 7,000 fucking siblings. And one of the girls came in, and we really ought to hunt down that clip. And she started doing her hair in the middle of the kid was trying to do the show. And he turned around and he goes, Could you give me some time, please? And she's like, yeah, I don't want to. It was all the way back in 2017. The average Gatsby, if you ever get a hold of him again, it'd be great. I don't know what happened to him. Great guy, funny guy. It's just, he was a little young and he didn't have the equipment, and he had 7,000 fucking Irish Catholic siblings in the same house.
I mean, as usually happens, right?
Yeah, I only had a brother. The old country.
I mean, Italians are the same way. Like,
Italians will have 2 or 3. But you will never almost. Nick DiOrio is the only Italian American that I ever met that didn't have a sibling.
Oh, me too. I'm an only child.
You wait, what?
Yeah, I just have 30 million cousins. My mom is the only one who only had one kid. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know anybody else like you?
No, I don't. No Italian.
I don't think Nick does either. I asked him. So wait a minute, 2 Italian Americans with no siblings.
Yeah.
In New York.
I have a million cousins.
I am in stunned disbelief. You know, and lottery tickets now. You know, I mean, fuck. I am stunned disbelief. I have met Irish kids that grew up with. But anyway, well, we're getting off topic. Look, I'm what I really want to do is, you guys, because all the big YouTube stars came in yesterday, I really want to get your calls. I didn't get up, so consider this a call show. I got a couple things to touch on, including the there's something I really want to touch on the Bill Burr thing, and I think you might see a clip because I'm like ultra pissed about that. You know, I think when me and Diva were talking about this, one of the problems with this woke shit is it lets people think that black and white people in the States just fucking hate each other, and it simply isn't true. Are there problems? There are probably more problems now than there was any time in my life. Yes, but it's the day-to-day. It's simply not true, and I think a lot of people have a lot to gain by it. We're still getting those
exacerbating it.
Yes, so we'll get into that. But I do want to touch on the Queen herself, Katie Joy. Case dismissed. I'm very pleased that the court granted our motion to dismiss the Tati James Wood defamation lawsuit against me. Thank you for all your support of the past several months. I'm grateful to today's decision. Look forward to moving on. She could just sue you in your own state. This woman is you pissed off a multimillionaire. What I think, this is conspiracy, so I think she may have sued her in Washington, knowing she'd lose, to deplete her war chest, only to sue her and because she's got to pay for this. As far as I know, unless there's some kind of law in Washington where she's got to pay Katie's legal fees, which I don't think so. I don't think they do. They should have that in the States for just this reason. But I don't think case dismissed. Now she goes to Minnesota. Now it's another round of lawyer. He's really out to lunch. I doubt this is over. The only way this ends is if Tati decides she's not what she's putting into this, she's not going to get back because she isn't. Then she has to, like, in order for it to work for Tati, she has to, like, I don't care if I don't make any money on this.
Well, that's the basis of anybody who ever sued anybody else, though, right? Like, can I get money out of these fucking assholes?
I can't believe that Tati could think she could get money out of this.
Nah.
Unless she has money we don't know about.
Yeah.
More than likely, she's got a huge war chest, and she's just going to make your life a living hell. And she's just going to keep suing you, and suing you, and suing you, and suing you. As long as she's got a case. Stupid. Well, I guess the block supersede. That's funny. It doesn't work on what's his face, so I can't get the Deaf Noodles. Can I? How am I? Oh, that's because the other account's blocked. Oh, I know how to. I know my way around this. This is the one good thing about being banned. Because that's the one good thing about being banned. Okay, let's go back. Go back. Bingo. Let's see what she has to say. Here we go.
And I was actually in the middle of a video for my new video about the Duggars, and I got a call from legal people that something that has been...
She talks like a child.
Legal people.
She talks like a child.
In my life for several months has been decided upon and has been dismissed.
That dog takes a shit in her couch.
I'm not here to really address any comments or questions. I'm just going to share with you what happened in the court, as well as just say that I'm pleased with the court's decision. So
I'll bet October, it is a win. There's no doubt about it. She's just going to go over the paperwork I had.
The problem is it can only be a temporary win, which is
the only way is if Tati wins. Is this worth it? No, I'm just gonna let it slide. That's the only way she wins. You know, and I wonder,
like you said, she has the money to drag the shit out.
She has the money to drag the shit out. And here's the thing: like, all right, like nothing happens to her from Tati, but she still got to pay her lawyers. That's a loss. Tati has a loss. So lawyers win. Lawyers win. Lawyers win again.
Lawyers always win.
Lawyers always win. So this is the same fucking video. All right, I don't need it. So I don't think this is gonna go the way she thinks it is, but it'd be interesting if she doesn't sue in Minnesota. Big shout out to DM King. He's at DM King on Twitter. He always gets me the stories real quick at first. He got me the legal paperwork for that. So thanks so much. I think I got a pretty funny video out of a pretty boring subject. So thanks to DM King for getting that out to me. Claiborne Griffin, who has like 5,000 followers on Twitter. My Twitter account was deleted with 25,000. Yet he has a fucking check mark for God knows what reason. While I'm not suggesting that Bill Burr is a racist, a white man having a non-white wife can sometimes be a sign of racism. Says who? Says who?
No, you're still racist. There's literally nothing you can do that would take away the racism from your name if you're a white person. There is nothing on the planet you can do.
It is. Yeah, you can be woke. Yeah, there is. You can be woke.
No, they eat their own too. Once they get tired of them.
Well, once they get tired. Well, then, once they get tired. But the being woke it's not like, blacks looking out for blacks or whites looking out for whites anymore. It's if you have the right ideology, then you're gonna get a fucking pass. Somebody's showing me the amount of Republican politicians that have in the time they've been served when they got caught being corrupt versus Democrats. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah,
I mean that's really what it comes down to. So, and it's just it also shows people that believe in this wacky ideology, this woke ideology, how much they need, how little arguments they have, where they have to put the racist tag on anybody that says something that upsets them.
That's why I can't believe it's as mainstream as it is. Because anytime you see two people from opposing political sides get into an argument, the woke guy always goes, "Well, you're a racist."
Yeah,
that's a giant red flag that says I can't combat your ideas with my own ideas.
I don't know anything.
So you're bad man.
I can't argue what I'm arguing, but I'm gonna basically be able to read into your heart and tell you that you hate fucking minorities. So
what?
Let's show the most racist. This is one of the most racist statements I've ever seen in my life. I mean,
this is bad.
I play over the top racist statements by streamers all the time for a laugh. I think it's funny when they slip and say the N word or the C word for Jews or the K word for Jews, excuse me. And all that. I think that's hysterical when people fucking just completely lose their shit. And Def Noodles doesn't. It's not real comedy. But he writes this, so you shouldn't assume someone isn't racist just because they have a minority sex servant.
Own a minority sex servant.
First of all, it's pardon me for sounding woke here. Sex servant, wife, that's misogynist as fuck. I mean,
and that's what they always blame us for doing.
Yeah, minority sex servant. They're married. They have fucking children. Yes. I mean, Bobak's had a pretty good video on it. He said something like, "Yeah, you could probably make the argument just because you have a minority wife doesn't make you not racist." Okay,
I think that's pretty hard. I really do. Next to impossible.
Well, what if you marry a black girl and hate Hispanics? Gotcha.
Okay, all right. You're not racist against the race you married. I got you.
Gotcha. Or you really hate the Chinese or something,
You just really love black people.
Yeah. I love black people. I just can't stand those yellow chicks, something like that. So, I suppose that's plausible, as Bobak said. But a minority sex servant, this is, by my standards, some of the most racist, sexist shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yep. The reason why it comes
I only married my German wife because they lost I only married my German wife because they lost the fucking war, and now she's got to serve me for all the shit her ancestors did. What,
Tommy?
The fuck?
You are a goddamn American hero. Okay, you brought freedom to their fucking doorstep.
I enslaved the German broads. I have two of them, by the way.
This is long-term revenge.
I made them carry two of my children. Haha, gotcha. Back-to-back champs, bitch. What kind of shit is that? I remember I used to tell this joke, and I'll give my ex-wife credit on this. This is kind of a fucked up joke. Somebody, it would make a crack. So you really love Germans, don't you? I was like, yeah, I really love Germans. I always wanted to own one. My ex-wife did not think that shit was fucking funny. I thought it was brilliant.
It's a funny joke.
Boy, did I get fucking... I got hammered by a U.S. Army wife for that one. Bitch. She ended up screwing her husband, too. But anyway, all right, that's like a legitimate complaint. I didn't mean it to hurt feelings, but I just thought it was clever. But yeah, if that's bad, this is 10 times worse. They may very well have one because they're racist. it's amazing you can see women like that.
Yeah, he actually means own.
Yeah, like you see women as being owned.
Do you not can you not process the idea of marrying somebody because you're in love with them?
You in love with them? You want a partnership? You know, like
no,
partnership.
According to this person, the only reason the woman exists is because she has a hole for you to put your dick in.
Yeah, like
hell yeah.
You know, ask any married guy after they had a kid or two. They're not as frisky as they used to be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Once they have all the children they want, not as frisky. No, it's the way that it's nature. So she wrote, Nina Renee Hill, who is Bill Burr's wife, doesn't carry his last name, by the way. Writes, bitch, shut the fuck up. I wish she would have said something even better. I wish she would have called him a racist. Yeah, because I don't.
That would have been great.
And from what I understand, I could be wrong about this. That Bill met his wife on the Spell Show like almost 20 years ago, and like what a horrible thing. They've been together for I think that's the story I heard. They've been together forever. He used to rant and rave about how you should never get married. He kept her waiting for a long ass time.
Yep.
And I can't imagine. And she's a feminist. But she's not one of those feminists that you can't joke around with. Obviously, she's married to fucking Bill Burr.
I think. If she was that far gone, first of all, she never would have married a man.
No.
She would never have married a white man, of all things. That's
with red hair.
That's a death knell in radical feminism.
Of course, she would have no friends anymore.
But I don't see Nina as the type of person that take shit lying down. I see her as like when she's got to, she'll wear the pants. And maybe shove them down your throat and choke them with. That's the kind of woman she strikes me as. Call me crazy, you know.
Listen to any podcast of his that she's been on. You get that right away.
Yeah, I like her. As I mentioned, I'm not referring to you or Bill. I don't know you two. You felt comfortable running your mouth in public. Get shit. The inability, here's this guy, Bill Clager, the inability to take the L might be the worst character trait of the liberal white male.
That wasn't backpedal. You know what that was? Oh shit! The black lady told me I'm wrong. Better bend down.
This guy lives in Queens. Claiborne
Panic
Griffin.
mode.
You know what this guy? I know what this guy is. He lives in Queens. Look at his face. I moved to New York to tell everybody I moved to New York. I'm not from New York, but I pretend I'm from New York. Let me prove it. I'm good at computers, and they're good at me. That's not a New Yorker. You're a transplant. Yeah, don't you love that?
It's funny because most people who do that usually go to Brooklyn, which is why I fucking hate Brooklyn.
Yeah. Well, no, he's too good. That's too passé for the hipsters now. They moved to Queens, right up fucking Jamaica Avenue.
It's like Bushwick now, right?
Well, I dated a girl that her dad was seeing this woman that wasn't much older than me at the time, and I was like 17. But I remember like. I never considered myself a New York guy, but God, if I wasn't more of a New York guy than her, she was from fucking Indiana, and she like put on the accent, and she talked tough. You have no idea what it's like to live here. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you're dating my girlfriend's fucking rich father in $1 million loft. Oh, right in Brooklyn. Like, what are you, crazy? Like, you don't know where I'm, like, I'm in New Jersey. I can't see past the sheep and the cows. Get the fuck out of here. I grew up 20 minutes from Manhattan. I saw the World Trade Center every day. I went to school when I drove down Route 9. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
So hard.
But this is this guy.
They wear it as some kind of like badge of fucking honor.
I don't get that.
You have no idea what it is to live and grow up in New York.
Those people are assholes. They ask them. They'll tell you. It's like an old. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you drive like shit. Those
are the same people that complain about how fucking terrible it is here, and the same people that go and protest that there's no money and the rich are too rich. Bro, you're rich. You're rich. Somebody paid for you to move here.
You're good at computers, and they're good at you. You're not that good at computer. You're not good at social media. That's for trade. I mean, what a lame-o. How much you want to bet there's no broad in his fucking apartment? Guarantee fucking it. Look at this guy. What a douchebag. Well, he actually gained 1,000 followers. I guess I want to see what the fuck that he says here. Oh, I was right. Lovington, what is NM stand for?
New Mexico?
New Mexico. That's right. Clayburn Griffin. Clayburn.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm gonna move to New York and I'm gonna say all New York type things like, a white guy married a black girl there, that's a sex servant. Oh, Clayburn Griffin. You fucking hillbilly. I kick your ass. Welcome to New York. Jesus.
Or maybe it was the ideology. Maybe it was like the only way I could be not racist is to move to New York City.
And that's how you say something that's stupid.
Yep.
I've been to New Mexico. It's nice. You should have fucking stayed there.
I've never been there. I've actually heard it's pretty cool.
Oh, it's great. I've been to Albuquerque. Great place. New Mexico's awesome. It's awesome. The weather's great too. New Mexico. Fucking Arizona, awesome places. As long as you can stay away from the Wardens. That's just fucking their pain.
Yeah, I got family out.
I had a black girlfriend, and I would have known I could still keep her as an already servant. We would still be dating. Oh,
see, that's the thing. That's the thing that most of us don't realize when we date somebody who's outside our race. You could actually hand them a contract that says "I own you," and they have to sign it.
Yeah, it's just so what a horrible fucking thing to say. Yeah, and I hope he. This says everything. This says absolutely everything you need to know. Retweeted by Clayburn Griffin.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Clayburn Griffin. Dipshit.
Of course.
It's like that Dennis Leary joke. Like you listen to people that move to New York, like fucking Vietnam, man.
Yep.
All right, this is gonna be a call-in show. You better load them up now because I'm going to fucking bed. I'm tired. God,
fucking retards, dude.
I don't know how you can talk to. It's like the other thing that really ticks me off is, like he's perpetuating this thing that black and white people fucking hate each other. It's just bullshit. Yeah. I hate that. That's
100% bullshit.
A married couple.
I'm not saying there ain't problems. I'm not saying there aren't problems. And you can see them on TV, and it's been getting worse every fucking year.
I think most of the problems are exacerbated by the media.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm not going to sit there and pretend there isn't problems. They're probably exasperated, but it's just, it makes me sick.
Like you said, problems exist, but if they were as bad as they want you to think, I wouldn't be able to walk down the street in the city I live without getting into fist fights every day.
No, fist fight, you get killed. I mean, some places you don't want to walk in the Bronx, but
but that was before this. That was just areas you don't go because you will die.
Here's the thing: everyone talks about the great Giuliani years in New York. And it was great. It was super, except in the Bronx. Still fucked up in the Bronx.
Because nobody gives a fuck about the Bronx, dude.
Nobody cares about
That's the way it goes. They don't even plow my street when it snows.
No. You want that? Move to Yonkers.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I got to live on a hill. Fuck that.
Sit, man. You're on here. Taking calls. Oh, sit, man. You piss me off, you prick. I'm just gonna blow his ass.
Sorry
up.
about that.
What's that? What's the problem here?
The Blair Light controversy with the conservatives.
Blair White. What did she do?
Oh, did you see when she was on with the conservatives for the right wing as they were talking about why their party isn't winning?
I'll refer to what I said just a second ago. What did she do? Obviously I don't know what the fuck she did. I wouldn't ask you.
You're talking about that one stream that Colin Borisenko was on. That one.
Elijah Schaffer debate.
Yeah,
it was a debate with all the sides of Republicans, all talking about what can they do to better their winnings, and those two conservatives that were just well, if we were harder on the gays and the LGBT, we would have won.
Really?
Because
yeah.
they held a flag for LGBTs, they lost.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
but
for a person of color.
Harder on the gay. Who's hard? Who needs to be hard on the gay? I don't know. I didn't see it. I have no idea. I can't even comment on it. So what did she say?
She did nothing. They were bashing her.
Oh my God! Really? She just sat there.
Nothing. She said nothing at all to them.
She's a YouTuber.
I have noticed through Twitter lately, a lot of the older conservative ideas are starting to pop back up. Where we can't have the gays in our party anymore.
Oh, fuck
I think what it's coming from is the fact that Trump lost his reelection.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And people are fucking mad now.
So that's why he lost. Sure.
But it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. The reason why he won in the first place is because so many different people came together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's trying to be exclusive to be like, well, we can't talk about your problems on your stuff because this is our platform and it needs to be all about strong Christian values.
Yeah. Doesn't it suck now that if you identify as a conservative, you now have to deal with getting these people out of the movement so that you can get back to actually
that was
winning
one of the good things
fucking
about
elections?
Trump is for some reason, for all his debauchery, the Christian right liked him. And they just tolerated his debauchery. Now
they have their own debauchery.
Well, I find that really weird because I never heard stuff like that during the Reagan. We have to get rid of the gays. No one ever said that out loud. Only
I'll tell you one thing. I never heard it in politics, but I went to Catholic high school and they actually.
A bunch of stupid fucking kids and maybe a bunch of harebrained priests and
the priest. I had to take. I found it one time. I dug it up a test where I had to write in my own words how terrible it was to be a gay person.
Did you really?
They actually, the question. It was a question was like, is it bad to be gay? Explain. And you had to write yes to pass the religion class test.
Wow.
You must have went to a shitty fucking. My brother went to like a first class Catholic school. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did hear. They wouldn't. I know one Catholic school in New Jersey. They wouldn't play "We Are the Champions" because Freddie Mercury sang it.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! One of the greatest songs ever written. Go fuck yourself.
No way. Was this in Jersey?
Yeah, it was. I think it was upstate.
Oh my god.
Well, I think I heard. I think I remember that. I remember arguing with my father over it. That's pretty stupid. And he was just like, "It's a private school, man."
It had a lot to do with the AIDS epidemic, didn't it? Like I'm
not that old, fuckface. That was 86. I graduated in 95, douchebag.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. I took a guess. I'm
55
sorry.
years old. What the fuck? The AIDS epidemic. Yeah. I'm glad I was born in 76. I was born in 66. I would have done a lot of coke in the 80s. Like everybody else.
The only thing I wanted to point out is that Reagan even won like multiple times because he was very open, making the Republican Party very open and broad.
Yeah. Well, not to the gays. I wouldn't say it went that far, but
I'm not
but
saying,
yeah, sure.
I'm not gonna
No,
say that,
one of the reasons he won, they called them Reagan Democrats. Yeah, that's true. Why are we talking about politics? Don't you have anything stupid to talk about?
No, dude, that Tati Westbrook, that's about as stupid as it gets today.
Get out of here. Bye. I don't know. I'm gonna go with creepy Russian guy. Creepy Russian guy, you're on the air. Hello. Do you have a Puma?
I want to say you are a very great YouTuber.
I'm the best.
I enjoy your content.
And you're a great Russian man.
What?
You're a great Russian man.
Thank you.
You got to stop fucking up playing when you play Diva. It really pisses me off, man. Get out of my way. I'm trying to fucking shoot them down, Miss McCree. But go ahead.
Okay.
Just stop. All you Russians, you hog the puck. That's the problem. Learn to pass. Pass the puck. You're not all Alexei Kovalov. In fact, you don't want to be Alexei Kovalov. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Pavel Datsuk passed. All right, he passed. He passed the puck.
First it's politics, now it's hockey.
Now it's hockey. Because I just don't want. I don't want people watching me today. It's clear. How can I help you, sir?
I don't know. Today has been very dry, so I talk to you.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
Anything you want.
You get the fuck out. No, you talk to me. I put on the fucking show. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Everybody knows that's an instant bomb. When I was on Cronin years ago, people would call up, and that's why I get really fucking antsy when they go, "Hey, Tommy, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Not much. How are you? Hey." And like Joe would say, "Dude, so you're calling it a wrestling show?" He's like, yeah. I just wanted to. Well, what do you want to talk about?
They're trying to have small talk.
Yeah.
That's the downside to doing like call-ins, because some people are just gonna call and be like, what up?
How's the weather? How's the weather over there?
How was that operation for diverticulitis you had in 09? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's fucking crazy. And so
I did that once when I was a kid. When I was a little kid, I called into fucking Radio Disney. I was like 7, right? And I didn't even have like they were doing song requests or whatever. I had nothing. I was like, "Oh my god, this is the radio," and they go, "Yeah, bye," and they hung up the fucking phone because I had nothing to say.
Hey, I want to talk to Mickey Mouse. Fuck you! Fuck you! You hung up on me, Ma. Ma, she hung up on me. The great diva, you're on the air. How are you? Would you like to be my servant, Diva?
Diva.
Hold on, let me pause the stream. Hold on.
Jesus.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We hear
you. You want to be my servant?
So, no, I don't.
Oh, too bad.
I got a blank contract for you to sign if you want it.
Go ahead.
Anyways, so I was asked by Internet Online about this today, actually, by Jay.
Okay.
So I thought it was kind of interesting that y'all talking about it too. So this is kind of like my 2 cents on it, then I gotta go.
Sure.
So what he's saying isn't wrong. It is a thing, but it's not that big of a thing.
It's not that common.
If that makes sense.
Well, I kind of gave him credit.
No, it's not that common.
But that's
and
not what
I think it's a cop-out for him to use it as, trying to attack Bill Burr. Because, like, apparently the issue was they were trying to call him a racist for whatever reason.
They couldn't do it.
I think it was from him mispronouncing a Latino person's name. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, they were trying to call him a racist.
Black guy could never do that.
They basically were saying he can't be racist because his wife is black. Which, by the way, is an extremely ignorant thing to say because, like, for example, through the years, I've had plenty of guys come up to me and say, you know what, I don't typically like black women. I think they're ugly, but I would date you.
Nice guys. Classy. Did they take you out for wine and fish and walk on the beach?
Like, you know what I'm saying? So there are
Yeah. Look, I gave it.
I wouldn't date a black person.
I gave it that plausibility. But you know what? First of all, even if
but
that was
that's not for Bill Burr, though. That's disgusting.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
so that's,
you have to admit it becomes a little less plausible when you start making babies with
No, that's not true because why do you think all these black people got white in them? The slave owners were fucking
we're not talking about the slave owners.
That's rape. Sweetheart, that is rape and that you can't even compare that. That's what you're talking about there is rape.
I'm just saying, like, in general, you can't say that that's not possible.
Not 100%, but I think
about modern society.
Like, not 100%, I would agree with you.
No, I said with the context of Bill Burr that was fucking wrong.
Yeah. So we're all agreeing. You know,
it was wrong.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that the guy is right and wrong, but he's 100% wrong regarding Bill Burr. Like,
you know what? Here, how about this? You're right. This guy doesn't know his asshole from a hole in the ground. He was just trying to figure out any way to call Bill racist.
No, it was fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. But
look, I'm not gonna argue with you. I think it's. I already said in the show that it's possible. I suppose, but I still think it's. You know what? Let's say Bill Burr hated black people. This guy couldn't tell. I mean, I understand there's people like that. Maybe you've run into them. I certainly haven't. That feel that way. But in comparing it to the slave thing, all right, we're talking about two people in 2021 that have multiple children together, and he hates the mother's guts because it doesn't wash.
No, I said that was ridiculous.
I mean, it's got to be.
That's an interesting thing to think about.
It was ridiculous.
If you're truly racist and you hate a race and you marry that person, you marry them to hate fuck them.
But also, in how common could this possibly be?
I'm not saying it's common. It's not really common.
Yeah, it's got to be really. It's possible.
But like, what's irritating to me, Tommy, is that I hate people like that Twitter user because they feel like they go to one black radio show or they listen to one podcast with black people on it, and they'll take one soundbite of it without hearing the whole context.
Well, here's another thing that I think goes against it. He said he didn't say you can still be racist. He referred to black women as minority sex servants.
No,
that's disgusting. That's racist.
But like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like that hasn't been said to me. That's been said to me with my ex-husband.
I whipped somebody's ass if they said that to you. If they said that to you, I'd whip somebody's ass.
No, like I go off. Like, trust me, like I go off. You know what I mean? Like I really go off, especially if it's a black man that will say to me,
then you're on your own. Then you got to take him yourself.
Yeah, you're with him because you hate your own race, and I'm like, you want to talk about hating your own race? Why is it the black man's the first one to call us an ape? Let's talk about that first.
Jesus.
Because that's what they did with Gabrielle Sidibe, because everybody been calling her precious for 10 plus years, and they're mad that she's with a white man. So let's really talk about it.
Isn't it bullshit that you can't just date and marry whoever you want without somebody running
I can't believe that woman's still alive.
No, you can love whoever you love. But what's irritating to me is that, what that guy said was completely out of pocket, and he's fucking it up. It's like, is what this man's saying, is there truth to it? Yes. But for him to use that with Bill Burr, it's completely fucked up and inappropriate.
Yeah.
Because there's kids involved. And the wife went off, told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, he should go fuck himself.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Clayburn Griffin, I moved to New York so nobody would think I was so white.
But no, I just wanted to, because I didn't think it was that big of a deal with the bill. Because Internet Unwind, he randomly DM'd me about it. He was like, what do you think about this? I'm like, what are you talking about?
You didn't
and then I'm looking at it, and I was like,
oh my God.
That's why he's asking me. Because I married a white man.
Yeah. Well, I figured you would call in. I mean, I definitely wanted to hear from you. So, look.
Yeah, but like, I got shit. I got shit.
Yeah.
I was, especially by black men, I got shit. And then one black guy asked me, he married to a white girl, and he was asking me, he was like, well, what's your experience with it? And, I told him my experience with it. I was like, well, black women cheer me, black men hate it. And then he was like, yeah, it's the same for me. It's like,
oh, wow.
Black women hate me, but black men cheer me.
Oh,
I was about to say, don't black dudes, not all of them, don't they like dating white women too? So, like, why are people
they go after white women. And let me hold on. Before I answer my question, let me rewind. I am not generalizing.
That's what I'm.
Well, we're speaking in general.
I try to preface mine.
No. Feel. You have to generalize to speak generalese. Generally.
Yeah, but I don't want, because people like to twist words.
Yeah.
Hashtag not all.
We're speaking generally, so speak generally in your experience.
Yeah, in my experience, black men were not interested in black women, and I've talked to a lot of black women about it. We are there to fuck and have kids with, but they don't take care of our kids or anything. Now, through the last few years, they're trying to change the shit up because they're feeling a ways, seeing like Serena Williams ending up with a white man, and you're seeing all these well-known black women ending up with white men. And so black men are kind of like, okay, we're kind of seeing what's going on here. Like, we're really fucking up because they don't even want to marry us anymore. And it's like, yes, it's statistically, there are more black women that have kids that are unmarried. More black women are unmarried in the United States. There are not that many black women that are married. So so that's the thing, is that, and very, very recently, with rappers, the Baby did the song with Megan Thee Stallion, and they were on IG Live, and the Baby's friend in the background called her ugly bitch. So that's the issue. If you sit there and you call us ugly, you call us gorillas, you complain about our hair, you're saying you want a white woman so you can shower with them. Don't get mad if we ride some white dick. Don't get mad.
I know. I just don't look at the spectrum. I'm a child of the 90s.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm a child of the 90s.
Don't get mad when you're sitting there. Like, don't get mad when you're sitting there and you're marrying white women like Khloe Kardashian that's getting surgery to look like a black woman, and they get mad at
I would argue more Middle Eastern. I would argue more Middle Eastern than black. But
they white.
I tell you something. Here's the thing. I'm a boomer. All right. I grew up in the 90s, and we were taught to be colorblind. So but now I'm hearing being colorblind is somehow racist, and I've never had more of these types of conversations in my life until recent years. It's
been crazier the last few years. Yeah, because when me and my ex-husband, when we first got together, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah. It wasn't until later on.
Until 2014, let me guess.
Yeah, because we've been together since 2012. That seems to be the breaking point. We were together since 2012.
That halfway through Obama's fucking presidency. It shows you how good things got in.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And with his parents, his parents were pissed. His mom was so upset Like now, like she had never apologized, but I guess she tried to make it right with me, and I just really wasn't having it because I felt like I owed a real apology. But that's a different story for another day.
Yeah, sure.
But she really let me know. She let me know. She was like, you know what? I don't even when I saw you in a picture with him, I had a problem with it, and we weren't even dating. Like that's how hardcore she was with
wow.
him. And
it's not easy being married.
I had a white woman, in front of my face ask, my ex-husband. They're like, don't you feel like you're betraying your race? So, and again, it's like you said.
That's such a bullshit question to ask somebody, though.
Yeah, but
so
that's why I get upset when I see somebody
you.
using this example with Bill Burr when it doesn't even. It's like, dude, you're just race baiting.
Yeah.
And you're taking a serious issue and you're making a mockery of it. Yeah. Like, just say you don't like Bill Burr and be done with it.
Bingo. Bingo. There she is, everybody. Ding, 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 ding. You don't like the guy, you think he's a jerk off. But they can't do that.
You don't like him, that's fine,
but that's the thing, Diva. They can't do that. Nobody can just not like somebody and leave it there. They have to not like you and destroy you. That's the difference.
They have to ruin your career, ruin your life.
Yeah.
That's how it works now. And the easiest path to do that is say you're
Twitter or something like that. Got jackass.
So that's why it happens.
Take care, Diva. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, but can I say one more thing?
Sure, one more thing. Go ahead.
To be clear, again, for the people in the back, I have no issues with black men. I think love is love. I'm for interracial relationships. We're just having a conversation.
No, we're on the same page. Yeah. I didn't think you even had to said that.
No, I'm talking about the people in the back.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't talk to them. I don't talk to them. I stopped talking to them years ago, Diva. You should too. Take care, sweetie.
Fine.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Diva.
Damn good zombies player. She taught me how to play. I had fun playing. I love Diva to death. Yeah, I guess it's right. The only thing, and it's not that we even disagree. I guess that kind of bigotry does exist, but I think it becomes, and I think she would agree, it's significantly less plausible when you start making babies, And I tell you something, I've said this before. I'm not gonna say who told me this when I was a kid, because I don't think they'd appreciate it. But I had a chat with somebody, because I had that attitude, colorblind, doesn't matter. You love who you love. You're into who you're into. And I had somebody in my life say to me, you really should only marry a white girl. I'm like, young kid, what the fuck? How could you say that?
That was told to me too.
Yeah. But I didn't get the bigotry that I was all prepared for it. And the person said to me, because it's hard enough marrying your own somebody within your own culture, you're just adding more. It's so hard to stay married. You're adding that much more. And then he went on and said, look, you love who you love. You're absolutely freaking right. But don't think it's going to be easy. And then I'd watch this with my cousin and the way, she was treated at school. And it does. And I'm not, by the way, let me make this abundantly clear. I'm not telling you not to marry somebody from a different, and he even said like different religion, different country. Like it's hard for two white people to get along, like one from Europe and one from the United States. That you're the closer to your culture, that it's not even a guarantee. You got your odds kind of go up. All right. He said,
it's easier to get along with the person who lived in your neighborhood.
The odds go up, but it's not a fucking guarantee, and people aren't fucking wired like that. But just know, once you go outside your religion, your culture, your country, or even your skin color, that it's going to be that much more difficult, and just be ready. And that's what I was told. So I didn't get a racist diatribe. I was just told you should do it to make your life easier. But if you decide not to make your life easier, you better be able to handle it and handle it the right way. And I think that's good advice.
Yeah.
And it's you love who you love, and I really that's one thing that gets my goat is when people from I even hate saying. First of all, interracial is the wrong word. We're all the same fucking race, man. It's different ethnicity. I mean, I don't know how many Italian and Irish families I saw get divorced. Probably, I'm sure culture played a role. Like
my best friend is half Italian, half Irish.
Yeah, that's the most common. Like, it's like the Jersey, New York mix. But I mean, I don't know how many times like the marriages didn't work out. And they're And again, I want to make this clear. If you end up falling in love with a fucking Australian Aboriginal, follow through. But just know it might not be easy, That's all I'm saying. It'd probably be easier to marry, but that doesn't happen. I mean, I'm not built that way. I like I don't know. European girls are like exotic to me, and I had problems with my ex-wife on cultural differences that I would have been more prepared to marry a black girl because I saw all the shit that go wrong with that than I would have been a German girl, which is probably why I'm married twice because I couldn't. Yeah. She was from East Germany. She was under the Iron Curtain for a while, and that affected. And then I'm this boisterous, loud American, and that just didn't jive with her. You know? Yeah. There you go. So it's just that's one example, and we were both white. You know. But yeah, but just be ready because you have to put up with all the bullshit that Diva puts up with. It just makes me mad when I hear about it. That's garbage. And it's on. By the way, it's not just white people.
Comment on shit like that to begin with.
It's not just white people. It's both. You're dealing with both ends and sometimes both sides of the family.
All kinds of cultures.
You know, and you know what? Because here's what happens. Like you get this idea in your head what your daughter's wedding's going to be like, and it's going to look like this, and it's going to look like that. And you get this fascination. Oh, there's a black guy. It ruins the image, so to speak. And then you got to be like Diva's mother-in-law. You wake up one day and you go, "Oh my God, that's bullshit. I have to fucking get forgiveness from her."
Yep.
You know, and then you got to live with that. I knew a guy, and he was from the old country, Italy, right?
Yep.
I've never seen people. He had a daughter, Stephanie. She went to college with us. Or high school with us. I didn't know her too well, but she lived off the same street. Always friendly, rode the bus together. Real sweetheart, a perfect angel. She wasn't allowed to date, you know, that type of Italian family. And he was from the old, and every time we went over there to Sitka, I've never heard anybody utter the N-word with such ease and smoothness.
Yep.
I honestly think we were waiting to like stand outside. And he walked up. I hope there's no N-words out there. You know, me and my.
You gotta understand something though.
I mean,
obviously, you should never be racist and hate somebody for their color or whatever. But when you're dealing with somebody of that age who came from a place where they are the only race, you know, where
I suppose
now impossible to run into somebody who's not your race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose. But he checked if we were fucking white, like before she allowed her to go out with him. Like I was like, that's intense. I was this guy, his name's Kuklinski, and me and him were just like, I can't believe that. Yeah. You know? I was wondering if he's going to check if we were Catholic next. Well, anyway, he got his. So it's like most high school things, even though she didn't live far down the street from me.
I know what this is.
Yeah. He didn't live. We just drifted. You know, we never like stopped talking. We just drifted and moved on and what have you. And I was still living with my parents when I was about 21, and I was driving to work, and I see black dudes, tuxedos, all over Stephanie's house. Black dudes. Like, well, I guess they're having a wedding. And I drove back because I was thinking, they must have moved. I haven't talked to them in 5 years. They must have. Nope.
Yeah.
There's the beautiful bride dressed in white with her husband, Jamal. And I was like, you know what I said? You know, I said to myself, I peeped the horn, I waved to her, and I said, fuck you, Guinea. Fuck you.
I mean, that's how it fucking goes, right?
That's what you get. All right, let's take some calls. Oh boy!
Especially if he was the type of person who would drill into her like every day.
Yeah.
Don't bring no black guys in. Don't bring no black. Right?
I was like, good. You deserve that shit.
Yep.
You know.
Oh, look what happened! She went out and she found him because you told her not
to. You're gonna have to learn to get along with people. Oh, great! Yeah. Have a blast. Enjoy. You know. Kit, you're on here.
Oh, hello, Tommy. So. On the Tommy Westbrook thing and whoever that other bitch is.
Yeah.
I've seen women fight each other for my entire life, and I'm of the belief that if all women had millions of dollars, this is exactly how it would go. And I mean, that's all I have to say on it. But I do want to tell you a lawyer joke. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what do lawyers and sperm cells have in common?
What?
1 in a million has a chance of becoming a real person.
All right, All right. Acme stuff. You're on the air. Hello? Hello? All right. Get out of here. Gibbs, you're on the air. How are you?
All right, mate. Well, so I was...
Far Salty Gamer, you're on the air. I have no time for this shit. You can have a normal discussion. You can get the fuck out. You can get the... I'm on the show right now. Tommy's
I will turn this van around.
I don't give a fuck. I had a great month. What's up?
What do you think about the whole Grammy situation?
Oh, we just talked about. Well, we talked about Bill Burr. The Grammys? I could give a fuck. Bill Burr. We already just talked about it.
If you're so worried about the way people pronounce names and you think it's racist to mispronounce a name, why would you pick the white Irishman from Boston to give away the Tropical Latino Album Grammy?
Because it's funny.
You fucking dummy.
Because it's funny. It's fucking funny. You put the Irishman. I don't know. I can't see any of these names. Okay, Pedro, come get your award. Do you have anything else? Tommy's looking.
No, that's all. Thanks.
All right, have a good day. Bye. Fuck, I left the room for some reason. I hit the wrong button like an idiot. Because I'm trying to pull people. Gone Flying, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good.
Great.
No.
Yeah. All right. You're talking.
I'm done.
Oh man.
I'm getting distracted and shit. Is there anybody else? Do we put Connor in? Connor, last chance.
Hello.
How are you?
Let me mute the stream. All right. What do you think of Ethan being mad about James Charles going to the Kids' Choice Awards?
I think I discussed that yesterday. I just think he's just using anything to cancel the guy, any way possible. I think Ethan's a douchebag, a money-hungry douchebag that uses YouTube to compete with his competitors on clothing. That's what I think.
I agree. I think he knows that he's lost most of his relevancy, and he's just using any last drop of it to try and squeeze any little bit of cash.
Yeah, I think he's using his podcast like a weapon, and now he's getting even with, his sister-in-law's ex-crew or whatever. The guy's a sociopath. No better than John Spawn. I mean, what can I tell you? All right, anything else, Connor?
In the words of a certain political grifter, a bit sociopathically petty.
Yes, there's another one. Absolutely. Have a good day, Connor. All right, let me, I really got to start putting the, I don't have my phone with me. I can't do it. So I'm going to call out the Super Berries. Because again, I forgot my thing on Twitch. So if you donated on Streamlabs, it is very, very much appreciated. And let me go through this. And
YouTube get their claws and everything these days.
Yeah, I know. I would rather not. And big shout out to Amanda for calling in and leaving me $4.99. Do appreciate it. Caleb Wentz felt like spreading the rumor that Tommy C touched my willy when I was 7. Do I have proof? No. Well, my trauma says more than evidence could.
I spoke my truth, therefore you believe me.
There you go. Listening to you, Augie, Bovax, Nick, and Tom make 2-hour treadmills work tolerable. Here's to a good stream. Well, thanks. We're like Imus and Stern and Opie and Anthony of YouTube. All those, you know what I mean?
You like each other. Do you really want to use Imus? Because then that means you're destined to get canceled.
Imus is the first shock jock. I will always. I stole the bomb from Imus. I'll never say a bad thing about Imus. I really won't. I think he's. I honestly think he was a good man, and I think he said this stupid thing once, and he was stupid. And he apologized for it. He should have said, "Look, I'm a comedian. You don't like it." And when he got canceled, he should have took it with grace. He shouldn't have ran to, fucking Al Sharpton, who doesn't give a shit about shampoo. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I got Anito sauce. Jay Station was right. COVID isn't real. What the fuck? Kid, I had a black girlfriend, and if I would have known I could keep her as a minority servant, I'd still be dating. Thanks so much. Schallahorn, Hap ein Bier. Is it Haben ein Bier? No, it's Hap ein Bier. Yeah, you're right. Very good. Haben would be if it was effeminate. Yeah, you're right. Call it a comeback, Tommy. Pog Swan. I suppose that's Lieutenant Cobra.
No, that's John Swan.
Yeah, it's actually him.
All right. Good luck, motherfucker. How about that? Good luck, motherfucker. That's not John Swan. Cobra admitted it was him last night.
No, now they're saying it was John Swan who posted a video of Cobra. It's gone back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
Should he really be like deceptively joking around, like using deception as a comedy vehicle now?
It's not a good idea at all.
No.
I don't know why he's doing it.
Damn, Tommy, fuck you. Needle sauce. Try to get me canceled. COVID's very real. Go take the shot. I don't need that horse shit. But yeah, that's it, and I appreciate it, and I'm going to bed. I'm like a fucking normal human being, and all that good stuff. Thanks so much, Biscuit. Thanks so much.
Yeah, buddy.
Matt. I will be in just for a good 15-20 minutes in the paid Discord chat. I'll see you there, and we'll call it a night. Bye.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist, fake identities. Okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines. Okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones.
Oh yeah, 7 jumping to 15. There's no higher tier group for you.
To you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.